Well, good morning and welcome to Fox 29 News Now on this Monday morning. It is February the 4th, exactly 1 year since our Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl. This is a live shot at the airport, the host city of Super Bowl 53, expecting a super big pileup in the airport today and a possible headache for the Transportation Safety Administration. The TSA is expecting more than 100,000 people to go through security at Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. That'll be a record for TSA checkpoints there. Full staffing's back after the government shutdown, and extra agents and 24 canine teams will be on hand. But the TSA could have a unique problem adding to the wait. Some materials from the Super Bowl commemorative program can set off X-ray detectors. So flyers will have to put them in separate bins at security checkpoints so that they can be hand inspected. The TSA recommends the 5-4-3-2-1 early rule for Monday. Check out of your hotel 5 hours before your flight, turn in your rental car 4 hours before departure, check bags at the ticket counter 3 hours early, get in the security line 2 hours early, and be at your gate 1 hour early. So this is live in Atlanta at the airport. You can see there is quite a buildup of people already. Well, police in Falls Township are warning drivers about a police impersonator in the area. Our Bill Anderson was reporting this morning from Fairless Hills, Bucks County, where the suspect pulled over a woman.
Yeah, he did. And last time I spoke to you guys, you mentioned not necessarily terribly well thought out. Well, if you look behind me, Lincoln Highway, Fairless Hills, really crowded, and that's kind of the response out here. They did it here, but they did. Falls Township police are looking for a white male in his 30s or early 40s, dirty appearance, they say, and smelling of alcohol, who pulled over a woman outside of this Fairless Hills shopping center Friday during the day. Now, the suspect was in a dark-colored Crown Victoria with flashing lights, a fake badge. He acted as if it was a traffic stop, but the woman he pulled over got nervous when he told her to get out of the car, and then she drove off. And police now are trying to make sure everyone's safe. So they're offering the following tips to protect motorists as they look to find this man. First, they say their real officers in unmarked cars will always be in uniform. Second, if you're concerned about a traffic stop, it's okay to call 911 and ask if the officer is legitimate. Real police officers should be okay with that, and stop in a populated, well-lit area like this one. And that's the tip that likely stopped this situation from getting worse. There are literally hundreds of people around at any given moment. So guys, not an especially well thought out crime, but the man is still out there. So Falls Township police are saying if you know anything, please call them as soon as possible.
And thank you, Bill. Firefighters are spending much of their morning battling these flames in northeast Philly. Flames killed one person inside of a home on Folkrod Street. Steve Keeley filed this report earlier.
Just a few doors down off busy Roosevelt Boulevard near Adams Avenue, the Philadelphia Fire Department found the right side of this twin with flames at its second-floor windows and soon through the roof. Risking their own lives, they bravely went in and saved the 79-year-old homeowner's life in an upstairs front bedroom. A man who's lived here nearly 50 years Sadly, firefighters could not save that man's 58-year-old son who lived here with him.
We're happy we're able to make one rescue in this case. We're very hopeful for that occupant, and again, however, unfortunately, it does appear there's one deceased occupant. There were smoke alarms that were present and activated when our firefighters arrived. However, in this case, it appears they were not able to alert the occupants.
Philly firefighters didn't just save the older man who owns the home. They also saved the twin house next door, keeping the fire from spreading, where Sheilene Robson lives with her 5 pets, 2 parrots and 3 cats.
The firemen come. They say they ask me to go out, not allow me to go inside. So I grabbed my birds. I put my bird on the car in the garage.
With help from the animal rescue volunteer group, the Red Paw Relief Team, Shane went in and found her 2 parrots alive and well. She carried out the one who likes to bite people, and Red Paw safely secured the other in this pet carrier. Both later warmed up across the street here in neighbor John Gibson's house, a Navy veteran who's known his neighbor across the street for close to the 50 years both have lived here, and says his house is open for him too if he needs a place to live once healed at the hospital.
The smoke detectors were working. I don't know why my dad didn't wake up, or and then maybe the smoke got to him first, because they say he was unconscious when they got him out. But he's okay. He's at Temple. He's in stable condition. My brother, unfortunately, didn't get out.
Did they both smoke or just one?
No, my dad didn't smoke. My brother did, so I have a feeling it would have been related to that.
In Northeast Philly, Steve Keeley, Fox 29 News.
Well, the Philadelphia area is slated for a warmer than usual Monday following a week of dangerous cold. The region will see mostly cloudy skies early ahead of a sunshine-filled afternoon. Temperatures will reach a high of 54 degrees. By Tuesday's temperature will reach nearly 60 degrees in a warm Tuesday. Showers are expected to return in the middle of the week and may remain until Friday. You can download the Fox 29 Weather Authority app for the latest forecast. Just want to take you to a live shot over here of our Sky Fox helicopter. They are currently looking for an accident in Coatesville, Chester County. It's reported at West Kings Highway and Manor Road. Supposedly 3 cars versus a tractor trailer. They are having a hard time finding the scene, so bear with us. But hopefully we will find that and get that for you. Well, we will come back to that hopefully when they approach scene. President Trump is again talking about declaring a national emergency at the southern border, a clear threat to Democrats ahead of this week's State of the Union address. And as Fox News correspondent Doug Luzader reports this morning from Washington, the deadline to reach a government funding deal is rapidly approaching.
All of this is tied together with Congress trying to find a deal that combines border security along with government funding, and the president reminding Democrats that he has another option.
Does yet another wave of migrants working their way through Mexico constitute a national emergency? The president on Twitter last night wrote, "With caravans marching through Mexico and toward our country, Republicans must be prepared to do whatever is necessary for strong border security." And in a traditional pre-Super Bowl interview with CBS, the president was more specific.
I don't take anything off the table. I don't like to take things off the table. It's that alternative. It's national emergency. It's other things. And, you know, there have been plenty national emergencies called.
He's talked about this before, arguing that if Congress doesn't provide money to fund a border wall, he'll move forward by declaring a national emergency and redirecting federal funds to make it happen, an option that would almost certainly wind up in the courts. At the same time, a bipartisan group in Congress is trying to work out a deal.
First of all, we're not going to have a wall. Now, can we look at some sort of enhanced barrier? That's something we can certainly look at.
But if we can't get compromise out of Speaker Pelosi and get to a good solution, then he would be forced to go the national emergency route.
In the meantime, the Pentagon announcing a deployment of nearly 4,000 troops to the border to back up Customs and Border Protection.
And those troops will be tasked with putting down about 150 miles of concertina wire along the border, still short of the border wall the president would like to see. In Washington, Doug Luzader, Fox News.
In your health news, the measles outbreak is worsening. Health officials have confirmed almost 50 cases on the measles in Washington state, and more suspected cases are being investigated. At least 40 of them are in children who were not vaccinated. Now there's concern some of the people exposed to the highly contagious disease may have traveled, putting countless others at risk. Walmart is adding some perks for employees, and Facebook gets a big thumbs up. Fox Business Network's Hillary Vaughn has more in today's Morning Business Outlook. It appears we're having some issues with that video, so we can come back to that in just a bit. Well, there's photo controversy. Virginia's governor continues to resist pressure to resign after a racist yearbook photo surfaces from the 80s. He's also backtracking from his original apology. Fox Corey Coffin joined Good Day Philadelphia this morning from Richmond, Virginia.
Stay on this diet. All right, 7:30. Virginia Governor Ralph Northam now denies he's even in this controversial 1984 yearbook picture with someone, as you can tell, in blackface, the other person in a hood, KKK hood.
The governor says he never purchased the yearbook or even saw the picture until this weekend, even though it's on his featured page in the yearbook. His denial comes after he previously apologized for the picture and said that he was in it. So Fox's Corey Coffin's joining us now from Richmond, Virginia. Corey, because you can kind of break this down, because some people are confused, because he did say at first that he was in the photo. What changed?
And then he backtracked. Yeah, good morning to you, Mike and Alex. So there's a lot of confusion over why he took responsibility on Friday, only to turn around on Saturday and say he does not believe he is in this photo and he has never seen the photo before. Now, all eyes on the governor's mansion this morning, because we're hearing that late last night he held an emergency meeting with his core team to evaluate the situation. We're told at this point Ralph Northam is weighing his options. Now, there's no guarantee or word that he will step down, but we do know at this point there is movement within the governor's office overnight and early this morning. Of course, this infamous photo that you probably have seen Friday through the weekend, and now today he came out and apologized, saying that he felt responsible that it was even on his page in the first place. Take a listen.
Responsibility to recognize and prevent it from being published in the first place.
There is no way you can continue to be the governor. Ralph will do the right thing for the Commonwealth of Virginia. He will put Virginia first.
Now, Northam explained over the weekend that after he continued to think about it, he realized he did not believe he was in that photo. He reached out to colleagues who affirmed his same belief, and that is why he is sure, he says, that he was not in that photo. He also did admit to using blackface in a separate incident in 1984, and that is why he says he can discern between the two incidents. Now, at this point, the calls still mount for him to resign. He has lost support of the Democratic Party. They are now backing Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax, hoping he will step in. Now, if Fairfax steps in, he would become the second black governor of the Commonwealth, but it could be an uphill battle if Northam decides not to resign on his own volition, guys.
But then on top of that, Corey, wasn't there an allegation that's come out now about the lieutenant governor as well? What's the allegation that he's responding to this morning?
Right. Now, Fairfax is fighting an uphill battle himself here, and this is an allegation that had come out actually previously during the campaign. A woman had accused him of sexual assault at the 2004 Democratic National Committee in California. A Washington Post investigation had found that to be untrue, and that was back in 2017. So now this is resurfaced in light of all of the scandal facing the governor's mansion this morning, apparently now for both of the people who are leading the state. Fairfax standing by what he has said in the past regarding the scandal, that there is no truth to those accusations.
But like you said, that was cleared up, the Fairfax situation, years ago, but now it's come back up, okay, to be rehashed again.
He calls it politically motivated.
And a lot of people wondering who decided to look in that yearbook and bring that up. It didn't come up during the campaign, and now it's come up for the governor.
What a mess.
It is.
All right, Corey. Well, that'll be a story.
How was it lost among the researchers throughout the campaign?
Yeah.
And who decided to bring it up now?
Well, get used to standing there, Corey. You're going to be there all week, probably. Thank you for that report. Got to take a break. Coming right back.
Here's a live look again at Skyfox. It seems they have found the accident scene. Once they zoom out here, you'll be able to see the tractor trailer that was involved with a few vehicles in Coatesville. We don't have any word on injuries as of yet, but you can follow us on Twitter and check out our broadcast today at 5, 6, 10, and 11 for the latest details. Well, a developing story in East Germantown. A man says he was shot after being robbed, and now the search for the two men involved is on, as the victim remains in the hospital in critical condition. Police were called to East Aramac Street for a reported shooting around 1 this morning. That's where they found the 20-year-old victim who was shot in the stomach. He told investigators that he was walking along East Woodlawn Street when two masked men approached him. They demanded his money, so the victim gave them his wallet, but was still shot. He was able to walk home and was taken to the hospital. The robbers got away in a silver car, and police are now checking surveillance cameras in the area. Police are also investigating a shooting in the city's Frankfurt neighborhood. Officers say a 25-year-old man was shot multiple times on the 4700 block of Griscom Street. It happened around 10:30 last night. Officers responding to the scene rushed the victim to Temple Hospital, where he is also listed in critical condition. In Newcastle County, it's still unclear what led to a fire at the Delaware City refinery over the weekend. Crews were busy battling smoke yesterday, as many people reported a strong gas odor throughout Newark. The fire burned for several hours. State environmental officials say the air quality is acceptable. However, anyone with respiratory issues should take precaution. In New Jersey, a bill that raises the state's minimum wage to $15 by 2024 will be signed into law today. Right now, the minimum wage in the Garden State is $8.85. New Jersey will become the fourth state after California, Massachusetts, and New York to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour. And now I'll take you back over to the video we missed earlier, where Walmart adds some perks for employees and Facebook gets a big thumbs up. Fox Business Network's Hillary Vaughn has more in today's Morning Business Outlook.
Earnings week continues. Indexes closing mixed on Friday. The Dow adding 64 points, closing at 25,063. The Nasdaq dropping 17 points, closing down 72.63. And the S&P 500 adding 2, closing at 2,706. New data shows Facebook users in the U.S. and Canada bring in the most money for the social media giant. Facebook makes most of its revenue off users in the two countries. A user in the U.S. is 3 times more valuable than a Facebook user in Europe. Global media agency Zenith estimates the U.S. is by far the most lucrative ad market, worth over $200 billion for the company. Walmart introducing paid time off for sick days and other absences for employees. Starting this weekend, Walmart workers can earn up to 48 hours of paid time off that they can use when they're sick or need to skip work for other reasons. Employees will also get an additional 25% in their quarterly bonuses if they have spotless attendance. Absences covered by paid time off don't count against them. The new policy started over the weekend and is for all Walmart stores and locations in the U.S. That's business. For more, log on to foxbusiness.com. In Los Angeles, I'm Hillary Vaughn.
Netflix is experiencing a dramatic drop in viewership during the Super Bowl. The company tweeted out that the viewership dropped about 32% compared to a typical Sunday. Netflix also saying, quote, apparently this Super Bowl thing is kind of a big deal. Looks like Netflix viewing in the U.S. is down about 32% compared to a normal Sunday. The statistic referred to the time around the game, not all of Sunday. A new Super Bowl champion has been crowned. The game was trending all night on Twitter, but there were a lot of complaints that it was too boring. The New England Patriots beat the Los Angeles Rams 13-3 in the lowest scoring Super Bowl in history. The first touchdown of the game wasn't scored until 7 minutes left into the game. A surprising turn when you consider the Patriots led the league in scoring and the Rams were third. Patriots fans took to the streets of Boston to celebrate the team's Super Bowl win last night. Thousands of college students headed to the Boston Common to celebrate. Police there estimate the crowd was about 8,000 deep, larger than the World Series celebration. State police say they helped with crowd control throughout Boston, but no arrests were reported. Hershey's Kisses are getting their tips fixed. Amateur and professional bakers struggle to find perfect Hershey Kisses without the tips broken off for their connections during the holidays. Hershey says they identified the production issue and perfect Kisses will begin hitting store shelves in a few months. I'm going to take you live in Virginia, where Virginia governor resignation protest is going on. This is in This is live, so just bear with the shaky camera.
Day. Why? Here again, he didn't discover anything. It should be changed to Indigenous Peoples Day. The first people. And what has happened to Union Hill is very well explained now. Northam is a racist, and he needs to go. And whoever steps in to take his place, know that you better dump your skeletons out of the closet now before we find them out, or you can go with him. It is time we all stand up. We have to have change. We have a new way. Let's make it a new Virginia that is equal and fair. I demand that this state don't just change. We're going to be a sanctuary state. Not even a city, a sanctuary state. Everybody is equal here. And when we can walk down the streets and be able to not worry about being attacked because of the color of our skin, of who we love, how we identify, have equality here with real change. This time, have a Northam step down now. The next person stepping in, go to your closet, because we're going to do that.
That was just a live look at some protests going on in Virginia after a racist photo in Virginia, Governor Ralph Northam's medical school yearbook surfaced. You can find more on that on our website at fox29.com. Well, this morning on Good Day Philadelphia, Nick Mazzina, the owner and executive chef at Misconduct Tavern, shared a twist on the classic mac and cheese. Here are the 4 dishes he shared with us for our You Gotta Try This segment.
Those are fun. All right, you got to try this. There's a couple places I like to go to watch football games. Misconduct Taverns. There's one on Locust, one over on Market Street. You know why? They have great mac and cheese combos.
Ooh.
Nick is here. Nick, always good to see you, my man.
Thank you, thank you.
You did 2 locations, right?
Two, yep.
All right. They're great. They're a lot of fun. Let's get right to it. Shrimp.
Shrimp.
In your mac and cheese.
And lobster. And crab meat. And scallop.
That's all in there?
Yep.
Oh, Mama.
Wow.
Yes, we loaded up.
I see. What do you call this one? Just your seafood
This is seafood mac and cheese, yes.
Okay.
That's pretty
Seafood
simple.
mac and cheese.
Yes. Very nice.
Absolutely. And then the grilled chicken with, this is house-cured bacon. We make this in-house. We cure it.
You make your own bacon?
Yes.
Listen to you, Nick.
Yeah, hey, we go all out. We go all out.
You married?
I am.
Yeah. No,
What does that have to do with
Well, that's something you say you're dating. You know, hey, listen, I make my own bacon.
I don't know if it was a selling point. I'll have to check it out. I don't know. I'll have to check it out.
And you got mushrooms in there?
Mushrooms and grilled chicken. And then this is roasted garlic with fresh spinach and pesto.
Ooh, pesto. I don't think I've had mac and cheese with pesto.
That's pretty darn garlicky for me.
That is garlicky. It's good for anti-Valentine's Day.
I was going to say, it's good for the breath, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not on Valentine's Day.
Well, if you're single on Valentine's Day, it's perfect.
Yeah.
I'll
there you
I'll
go.
be eating that.
Load up. And then on that looks like brisket.
It's a brisket, and we smoke it in-house 12 hours with pickled jalapenos. It gives it that smoky, spicy, sweet flavor.
How many different combos do you have on the menu now?
Just 5.
This is it?
This one and then a regular mac and cheese.
The regular mac
How
and
many
cheese.
more do you need?
I don't need any more than this. All right, so let's go. Let's dig in.
All right.
What would
ready.
you say would be the #1 seller?
It's got to be the seafood.
The #1 seller is, no, it's actually this one.
Really?
Yeah, the
Okay.
chicken and bacon.
Everybody loves their bacon.
Everybody loves chicken and bacon.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to go. Let's
Get
see
a nice
how you
chicken
like
and
this
bacon
one,
combo.
Alex.
There you go.
Sorry, I'm trying to get it all.
Now,
I guess I
do
just
you
give up.
do you
There goes my chicken.
flame it up on all of them, or was that just to warm it up?
No, we torch them.
You torch
We
all
give it a
of
little
these?
bit of torch. Yeah, if you see the top, we give it a little bit of torch.
Why?
It gives that nice crust.
Yeah.
So when you crack it in, you get all that nice gooey cheese on the inside.
You don't want yours too gooey, do you?
No.
You don't want it runny.
We don't want it runny.
No.
Not
Just-
like soup.
That's why we use a lot of cheese.
How many cheeses would be in these? I mean,
3.
Three.
It's 3, but it's a lot of cheese, yeah.
Yeah.
We
It
make a
looks like a
fondue,
lot.
and it's a lot of cheese.
All right, let me handle this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
How is it, Mike?
let me just tell you this.
Does it have a kick?
Sweet mother of pearl. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Also very good.
All right, let me go down here.
All right.
for the,
So you got to go down the line.
I love this show. This might be really dull to watch this at home, but after last night's game, this probably seems exciting.
And so, yeah, we're
Yes,
used
this
to
is
dull
much more
television.
exciting than the first quarter, I'll tell you that.
What do you think the ratings for that game was in the fourth quarter? Like the lowest ever?
You think people just gave up?
I don't know if you've heard or not, but Fox has the Super Bowl next year
Yes, I heard that.
in Miami.
It's going to be a party.
Oh, yes, it will
It's
be.
going to be a party.
That's real good.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I think that one's my favorite.
The seafood?
Yeah. Can't
All
go
right. You have the Flyers game on tonight?
Flyers game tonight?
I just might swing by. What do you think?
All right, we'll have a seat for you.
All right, thank you. Yeah, they actually do have a seat with my name on it.
Really?
No.
Oh. Every
I'm
time.
shocked. I'm shocked they don't. And speaking of
Thank you, Nick.
shockers,
You're welcome.
I apologize. Earlier I did air the wrong video for the Super Bowl. This video is the announcement for next year's game, next year's Super Bowl. Fox will host Super Bowl 54 from the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. It will be a record 11th time the city will play host, but the first time since 2010. The next 4 Super Bowl locations have been decided, with Tampa in 2021, followed by LA, Arizona, and then New Orleans in 2024. And now back over to Fox 29 Good Day, where they broke down the best and the worst of Super Bowl ads for Super Bowl 53, with the help of Peter Madden, President and CEO of Agile Cat.
Now, you know that after the Super Bowl, we have to analyze the commercials, of course, and I think the benchmark for ranking them is USA Today, the newspaper. They've been doing it for years and years. Supposedly, they're going to release the list of what you thought was the best and the worst in a matter of seconds. When we see it, we'll punch it up on the screen. But I think universally, from my Twitter account, was you loved this one, the 50 former NFL players in a food fight.
It's about the players, the fans, the moments, and everything else that makes you say, oh boy. Fumble! Oh! Come on! 1, 2, let's go! Joe! No can do, cowboy.
Oh, it's so good. Even though there's no Eagles players in it, but that's a discussion for another day.
Yeah.
So joining us now is Peter Madden, President and CEO of Agile Cat. We love to talk ads with you because you know all about the inside.
All about them.
Yes.
Well, explain Agile Cat real quickly here. It's an ad agency.
Branding, advertising firm. We have regional, we have global clients. Do all kinds of work.
So you're an expert when it comes to commercials.
I'd like to think I'm an expert.
So we're going to give us, first you're going to tell us about the best ones and then the worst ones.
You like that one, NFL?
I thought it was great. Yeah. Look, $5 million plus for 30 seconds to even do that ad. Imagine what they had to pay all those athletes to be in that
to get them in the room.
Make it.
Forget it. And you just kept watching. It was so fun.
Loved
it.
But what? USA just came out? Is that what you said?
Oh, she's saying to.
Well, yeah, I got it right in front of me. I loved this one. The elevator thing with Jason Bateman. What do they sell in here?
Hyundai.
Hello, folks. What floor?
Oh, we're car shopping.
You're going down. Way down. This floor, root canal.
Oh, this is bad.
This stop jury duty. Remember, innocent until proven. Well, he did it, right? Can we all agree he did it? Okay, 6-hour flight, middle seat. Who's got vitamin C?
That's great. Now, where's the vegan meal or whatever?
Right, the talk.
It's the next one, I think.
Vegan dinner.
We're having meatloaf.
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 But actually, I think I'd like it. I love beef.
Me too.
But it's hilarious.
Well, it worked, I guess, right?
Oh, it was great. It was so fun. I mean, Jason Bateman, who reminds me of my older brother, by the way.
He looks like
dry sense of humor, really fun. Each floor got funnier and funnier. That was so well thought out, and kudos to the agency who did it. Really great. Great work.
Game of Thrones, people love it. Here's that one, selling beer.
It's a beautiful day for a joust.
Indeed. Sun's out. Got my lucky loincloth cold Bud Light, comfy throne. I don't have the plague anymore.
Look, it's the Bud Knight.
Dilly dilly!
All right, let's tap this keg. Giddy up, Peanut!
Why do you like it?
It's disruptive. It completely took you by surprise. It was shocking at the end. And what the heck does Bud Light have to do with Game of Thrones?
Right, what?
It mashed up. Who cares? You need to be disruptive. You need to get people's attention.
Okay.
Look, people are ADD by nature. How do you make them say, what the heck did I just see?
Yeah.
And we're talking about it. Brilliant.
I think, speaking of beer, the Stella people thought this was going to be a big hit with Sarah Jessica Parker.
This one was tough.
Hello. Good to see you again.
Likewise.
Please, Cosmopolitan.
Nope. Tonight I'll have a Stella Artois.
So this was on your worst list?
Absolutely.
Why?
Sarah Jessica, who believes she's going to drink a beer?
No one.
We need authenticity in ads for them to work.
But it was funny, I thought.
And Jeff Bridges, I love the dude. The Big
Yeah.
Lebowski, great movie. But come on, you could have used him in such a smarter way. Didn't like it.
Okay, what about Bud Light?
And that's how you brew it.
My king, this corn syrup was just delivered.
That's not ours. We don't brew Bud Light with corn syrup.
Miller Lite uses corn syrup.
Let us take it to them at once. But if something did happen, we'd eat the wizard first, right?
Well, I didn't know corn syrup was anything, but is that important to people, corn syrup?
Look, if you're drinking Bud Light, corn syrup's the least of your problems.
That's for sure.
Truly. Who cares? I don't get it. I don't get it. And the production costs alone in that would blow your mind.
Oh, my God.
Forget it.
Just real quickly here, because I think USA Today just came out. Did it come out?
Did it come out?
Yes.
Number one is what?
100 commercial that we just showed off the
NFL
top.
100 is number one.
I'm a
in the country.
genius.
All right. Any others on that list?
We'll have the full list in the next hour.
Okay.
Okay, full list in the next hour.
Okay.
Wonderful.
We won't even bring up the Andy Warhol eating a Burger King hamburger.
So stupid. Really bad.
Yeah.
Waste of money.
Yeah. Always great seeing you guys.
It was
Good to
great
see
seeing you,
Take care.
too.
All right, brother. Real quick.
A crazy fight broke out at Belfast Airport Saturday evening. At least 4 men were involved in the brawl that happened in the departure lounge of Belfast International Airport. Witnesses were able to capture footage of the fight on their cell phones. In the video, we can see 4 men in the altercation. Some were seen throwing objects and shopping baskets, and others were armed with metal poles ready to fight each other. Airport police arrived on scene shortly after and were able to end the disturbance. According to Belfast International Airport, the incident in its entirety lasted only 7 minutes, and there is an ongoing investigation. Well, a historic moment in video gaming over the weekend. Popular DJ Marshmello held an exclusive concert Saturday inside the game Fortnite. Reports say more than 10 million gamers watched the virtual concert. It featured live audio from DJ and dancing holograms. The whole thing has been edited and can be seen on YouTube. Fortnite has more than 200 million registered users, making it the world's most popular video game. Pope Francis now on a historic journey to the United Arab Emirates. The pontiff was welcomed by the Abu Dhabi Crown Prince upon this arrival at the presidential palace today. Francis was also greeted by other UAE leaders before sitting down to talk. The visit is one of many firsts for the Arabian Peninsula, including the first papal mass tomorrow. Later, His Holiness is expected to meet with a group of Muslim elders in a show of religious tolerance between the two faiths. Well, to close, I'll just take you through some weather slides here. I appreciate you guys and your patience. Thank you for watching today's Fox 29 News Now. You can tune in again tomorrow at 10 a.m.